Hello everyone, I'm Max, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. Here is the best Bigfoot footage from every single state in the US. So I took it upon myself to scour the internet and put together this special state-by-state Bigfoot video for you guys. And this is only part 2, so if you want to see part 3, leave a like and let me know in the comments. So today we'll take a look at only the clearest and most convincing Bigfoot sighting from each state in the US. And I really took my time to find the best footage, and some of it is exclusive footage that you've never seen before. We'll do a deep dive on each piece of evidence, I'll analyze the footage, and give as much background information as I can find, and together we'll decide if they're real or fake. These sightings range from HD Sasquatch trail camera videos to Bigfoot hunting clips and so much more. So grab your I Found Bigfoot coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we explore the best Bigfoot footage from every state in the US. Number 9, Georgia. Now for Georgia, we have two very famous and very good pieces of film. The most famous is the police dashcam footage from Lumpkin County Sheriff's Office. In May of 2009, a deputy with Lumpkin County Sheriff's Office was driving down a rural road in northern Georgia. His patrol car's dashcam was running just as it usually did when he was on shift. But while moving along a wooded area near the Chattahoochee National Forest, something unexpected crossed the road in front of him.
Anybody coming on my property to look for no good, I'm gonna shoot them.
Absolutely. Whoa, what the heck?
What the crap?
What was that?
Did you see that?
Yes.
Holy crap.
What the heck was that?
That was on 2 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I thought I was seeing things actually.
Oh my goodness. Please tell me we got that on audio or video.
In the blurry footage, we see a tall, dark figure darting from one side of the road to the other in just a few long strides. The figure is upright, like a human, and the way it moves looks fast and fluid. Almost too quick for a normal person casually running. The deputy didn't chase it, but the brief recording was saved by the cruiser's dashcam. When the footage made the rounds later that year, it caught attention because it wasn't filmed by a random individual, but by a law enforcement camera, which gave it a sense of credibility. Shows like Finding Bigfoot later featured it, and Bigfoot enthusiasts pointed to the long stride and the body shape as possible indicators it wasn't just a man in dark clothes. Today, this Lumpkin County Sheriff's Office video is still one of the most replayed and talked about pieces of Bigfoot evidence. But Georgia does have one more video that's talked about all the time. And I actually just covered it in one of my recent videos, so here it is. The following is an infamous Bigfoot video, reportedly taken by a farmer in Georgia. Not much is known about why the farmer was out in the woods this day, but he was said to be pretty far out. This is when he spotted this beast and pulled out his camera to record. A Sasquatch-like creature emerges. It's crouched down at first, but then it raises up, showing us its tremendous height. It stands up and stares at the farmer, probably an intimidation tactic. It looks at him for a few seconds, then it turns away and walks back down into the forest. This thing looks absolutely huge. And once again it has the textbook Bigfoot look. It doesn't look like a man in a suit. This one looks really realistic. From its movements, to its posture, to its size, there's just something about it that tells us something isn't right here. So I think that's going to do it for Georgia. Some pretty good evidence here. Number 10, Idaho. In 2012, a group of students near Pocatello, Idaho, went out to a forested hillside to work on a school project. They were just filming the landscape as part of their study when something strange appeared in the background of their video. In the clip, you can see a dark, upright figure standing among the trees on a slope. The figure seems broad-shouldered and tall, and after a moment it moves away into the woods. The sighting was quick, but it stood out because the shape didn't look like a normal hiker and moved with a kind of heavy, deliberate gait that people often associate with Bigfoot reports. The students were surprised by what they captured and shared it, which quickly drew attention from both enthusiasts and skeptics. The story gained traction because the area is already known for Bigfoot sightings, and it wasn't filmed by someone chasing publicity. It came from an innocent group of teenagers doing schoolwork. What really boosted the case was when Dr. Jeff Meldrum, a professor of anatomy and anthropology at Idaho State University, reviewed the footage. He's one of the most recognized academic voices in Sasquatch research, and he commented that the figure had proportions and movements that matched many Bigfoot reports. The video was later featured on the TV show Finding Bigfoot, which brought national attention. Since then, people have debated whether it was a genuine capture of something unknown, or simply a person in dark clothing blending into the trees. Skeptics pointed out the possibility of a hoax, but no one has ever stepped forward to claim responsibility. And the cool thing about this one is, even though it's the most credible and most popular, not many people have seen it, except the residents of Idaho. I think it mainly went viral amongst Idaho residents. So if you live there, maybe you've seen it before, or maybe you've just seen it regardless. But I think it's some pretty awesome footage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Number 11, Illinois. Now I had to do some serious digging for this eerie video. Though the state does have plenty of Bigfoot sightings that have happened there, there's little to no videographic or photographic evidence of these sightings, except for this one here. It occurred in 2012 in St. Elmo, Illinois. It sits along US Route 40, which follows the old path of the historic National Road, the first major highway built by the federal government in the early 1800s. Today, St. Elmo has only a few hundred residents, giving it the character of a quiet, tight-knit farm town. So you know everybody in town heard about this Bigfoot sighting. On this snowy winter day, a man was out hiking on a rural stretch of land, when suddenly he saw a huge dark humanoid creature just standing there, trying to blend in. The tall figure just watches him until it eventually retreats. When it retreats, they slow the footage down, giving us a tremendous look at the being. It certainly looks like a Bigfoot, with its dark color, hunched posture, but slightly human-like gait. It honestly might be some of the best Bigfoot footage we've seen. The posture and the overall strides of the creature kind of remind me of the Patterson-Gimlin film. But most importantly, what do you guys think? And if any of you live in Illinois, have you ever spotted a Bigfoot before? Number 12, Indiana. Back in 2008, a family was spending time near Indiana Dunes State Park, which sits along the southern shore of Lake Michigan. Because the footage was taken back in 2008, the footage is rather shaky and poor quality. But with the enhanced and stabilized footage, we get a slightly better look at the creature. The family drives by filming because they thought they spotted a Sasquatch-like creature in the distance. And it seems their thoughts were reality.
Look a little farther. It's all trees. I can't see what it is. I thought I saw some. Did you see it right there? There's something black.
Oh my god, what is that?
Did you see it, guys?
At first, it's hunched down, then it stands up and makes itself known. Then it begins walking through the clearing with a strange gait. The daughter begins crying, terrified at the sight. What makes the clip stand out once again is that it wasn't filmed by someone hunting for Bigfoot. It was captured almost by accident. The family hadn't gone out looking for anything mysterious, they were simply recording a normal day outdoors. That element of surprise has made some researchers take it more seriously than staged monster videos. Skeptics, of course, have pointed out that the figure could simply be a person walking through the woods. Still, believers highlight its upright posture, broad build, and the way it moves as clues that it might not be an ordinary person. I don't really know though. To me, this one looks like it could be a person in costume. Could it just be a pretty well done hoax to trick the internet? Regardless, so many sightings just like this have come from the region of Indiana. So even if this one is a hoax, there's no way that every one of the other sightings are hoaxes as well? Let me know. Number 13, Iowa. Now bear with me here. Some of these states do have Bigfoot sightings, but some of them are hard to find and they don't have the best evidence. And this one here is definitely one of those. Who knows, it could be real potential evidence, despite the inconclusive video. On November 21st, 2014, a short video began to make its rounds on social media. Said to have been filmed near Stockton, Iowa, a small town in Muscatine County. A trail camera was set up near a small pond in a very rural part of town. It was set up to capture wildlife and such. But it accidentally caught something strange this day. We see what looks like a small, upright figure standing below a small tree. The clip spread on Facebook, YouTube, and local forums at the time, becoming one of the most talked about Iowa Bigfoot videos. While no follow-up evidence like tracks or multiple angles ever surfaced, it remains a reference point when people bring up Iowa sightings. Mostly because there aren't many other viral Bigfoot videos from the state. So there's that one. Let's go ahead and move on to some better evidence from the next state. Number 14, Kansas. This amazing Sasquatch video comes from Osawatomie, Kansas. The footage originates from 2011, but it was just now highlighted and brought to light on March 3rd of this year. Despite all of this, not many have seen it, and it is some pretty good footage. The story goes like this. A family was camping in the Osawatomie, Kansas area when they spotted something strange near the road in a field not too far away. A Bigfoot-like creature seemed to be trying to sneak around and flee the area. So they took out their camera, and keep in mind cameras weren't the greatest quality in 2011, so this is some extremely good footage for the time being. This is what they filmed. A dark and hairy beast slowly walks through the field. Viewers quickly pointed out that you can't get a great estimate of the size, but just looking at it doesn't give you the sense that it's overwhelmingly large, leading some to believe that this was a hoax, whereas others claim that it's simply a juvenile. Now, it's said that these Bigfoot creatures come in all different shapes and sizes, just as humans and other animals. Many believe there are different variations like yetis, yowies, bush crawlers, and much more. But taking a look at the way it walks, its strides do seem rather odd. Experts are pretty torn on this one. Some cryptozoologists and video analysts believe it's real based off its movement and overall look. But some also believe it could be staged. That leaves us with this question: if it were staged, don't you think we'd get some steadier camera work? Anyways, did this family really capture a Sasquatch in this area while they were camping? It looks like the answer will remain inconclusive. Number 15, Kentucky. The following scary video comes from Fort Knox, Kentucky. A couple of men were out exploring the dense woods out there late at night. They were filming their adventures, unknown what their goal was. We don't know if they were just out there hiking or if they were out there looking for Bigfoot or some unknown creature. Regardless of their goal, it seems they caught one anyway.
Hey, eyeballs. 2 eyeballs. Straight over your right shoulder. Back to the back of us.
A very high and bright eye shine is seen. Because it's so dark, the night and the creature itself, we can't even see it. We only see its eyes. The eyes are pretty high up from the ground, telling us whatever this was, it was massive. It just stands there still, peering at the late night explorers. They filmed it really quickly from where they were, trying to get the best video they could. Then they turned the camera off and retreated, focusing on their safety. Even though they likely wanted to track whatever this was to get some more conclusive evidence, they made the decision that they thought was the smartest. Now skeptics say since we don't get a good look at the creature's body, that it could be anything. From a bear to some kind of other wild animal, or maybe even another kind of cryptid, maybe like a Wendigo, dogman, or some kind of ghostly spirit. And there's something just so eerie about the eyes piercing through the darkness. Something that's telling viewers that it's not an animal of this world. Rather something otherworldly, maybe Bigfoot himself. And Kentucky is a rather rural state, with lots of dense unexplored woods and grasslands, which in theory would be perfect for these kinds of creatures to hide out and thrive. So are there Bigfoots in Kentucky? Or maybe even other cryptid creatures? Or is the video somehow explainable? Let me know. Number 16, Louisiana. In 1963, Harlan Ford, a retired air traffic controller from Louisiana, was exploring the Honey Island Swamp, an area in southeastern Louisiana known for its thick forests and marshes. During his expedition, Ford claimed to capture footage of a strange ape-like creature. The being was described as tall and hairy, walking upright like a human but with a more robust, muscular build. Its movements were reportedly slow and deliberate, and it seemed to be aware of its surroundings, making it a striking and unusual sight in the swamp environment. Ford's film was shot using the equipment available at the time, so the footage isn't extremely high definition by modern standards. But it does show a shadowy figure moving through the swamp. This short clip quickly became a focal point for cryptozoologists because it appeared to show a large bipedal creature in a natural setting, far from areas where humans would typically be. People noted that the way the creature moved, its gait and arm motion, was consistent with some reported Bigfoot sightings elsewhere in North America. Over the years, the Honey Island swamp monster footage has been analyzed by enthusiasts and researchers. While skeptics suggest it could have been a man in a costume or misidentified wildlife, supporters point out that the remote location, the behavior of the creature, and Ford's reputation for honesty make it one of the more compelling Bigfoot-style sightings in the US. The story also helped cement the Honey Island swamp monster as a local legend, and contributed to Louisiana's reputation for cryptids in general. So, with the footage and information provided, do you think the Honey Island swamp monster is real? The Bigfoot of Louisiana? It seems it could be the real deal. Let me know if you're from Louisiana or any of the states included in today's video. Also, let me know which state had your favorite evidence today. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 3,000 likes and I'll go ahead and put out a part 3. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, because only 30% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And also feel free to check out my special Maximum Fear merchandise and coffee mugs. They're in the description down below. And shout out to my second channel, More Maximum Fear, where I post other scary content that you guys would definitely love. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.